the Haint in the woods. Round these parts, Devil's Hollow is what you'd call off-limits, leastwise if you don't want to end up like Billy Joe did. He went missing near 5 years back, and all we found was his old hunting hat hanging high on a tree branch, way higher than a man could reach on his own. Some say he got lost. Others reckon he got himself taken by the Haint that folks say prowls that hollow. Now, I ain't usually one for ghost stories, but sometimes, when you live out in the sticks, you learn to believe what you hear. See? Devil's Hollow don't look like the rest of the woods. Sunlight's scarce down there, even at high noon. Trees grow thick as gossip, roots twisting and turning every which way, like they're trying to crawl out of the ground. The air's cold and damp, got that sickly sweet smell, kind of like something rotten, or maybe like something watching you. Now, I ain't no fool, but last fall, I had a few too many of Mac's homebrew and decided it'd be a fine idea to go down to the hollow, see if that Haint's real or just folks blowing smoke. So, I grabbed my flashlight, my rifle, and a pinch of something extra strong for courage. Figured I'd be back in an hour with a tale to tell at the bar. Well, soon as I stepped into the hollow, things got quiet. Like dead quiet. No crickets, no frogs, not even a hoot from them owls that's always out there. Just my boots crunching on the dry leaves. I kept telling myself, it's just a bunch of stories, but I couldn't shake this feeling that something was looking at me from somewhere deep in them trees. That's when I saw it. A shadow off the trail, leaning up against a tree, like it was waiting on me. Looked human, but off somehow. Face was too long, limbs all stretched out, but still wearing something like Billy Joe's hunting jacket, all torn up and dirty. And them eyes, like hollows, looking straight through me. I stopped dead in my tracks, barely breathing, heart pounding so hard I thought it might just give out right there. Then that thing, it raised its hand real slow, pointed one bony finger at me, and in a voice that sounded like dead leaves crunching, it said, "Billy Joe didn't listen neither." I took a step back, and that thing started coming closer, slow but sure, like it knew I wasn't going nowhere. Now, I ain't proud of what I did next. I turned tail and ran like a jackrabbit, leaving my flashlight on the ground. But I could feel it behind me, like cold air, pressing against my back. And every step I took, I heard this whispering, like 100 voices saying, "You can't leave. You belong here now." I tripped on a root, went down hard, and when I looked up, it was there, standing over me, reaching out with hands too long, too skinny. I shut my eyes, thought maybe if I didn't look, it'd go away. Then I heard it whisper right next to my ear, "Ain't nobody leave Devil's Hollow." When I opened my eyes, I was alone, sprawled out on the dirt road, flashlight gone, and something cold tucked up in my hand. When I looked down, there it was, Billy Joe's hat, same one that was hanging up in them trees. Now, I ain't gone back to the hollow since, and if you got any good sense, you won't neither.
Thank you so much for your story, Billy. If you enjoyed it, please encourage us by leaving a like and a follow.
You're welcome. Y'all better do what she says, or you might just stumble into the Haint.
Thank you for listening. This is Amos and
Billy Bob.
take care, everybody.